been a delight to work with, and thank you parents for getting them here. Oh man, it's just really been great to work with them. I am not a morning person by any means. And when I took this job, they were like 6:45 a.m. Fiddle Club. I'm like, oh man, okay, here we go. But once we're here and making music together, it is just one of the best parts of my day, and I hope it's one of the best parts of their day. They seem to really enjoy it. A lot of them coming back year after year, so thank you so much, and thank you parents. I know it's not always easy, but I think you're going to be really impressed by the things that these students can do. It's one of my favorite groups also because it's a multi-level, so we have 6th, 7th, and 8th graders here, and I'll be recognizing the 8th graders a little bit later. And they've been playing, since they were in 6th grade and learning these pieces and moving up to the solos and the tougher parts, and it's just really, really cool to see. But of course we need all levels to make it work. So glad they're all here. We're gonna start with a piece, Ricketts Hornpipe. This is a really fast piece. And a lot of fun. I did it many years ago when I had a little bit smaller group, and so this group works perfectly. It's just a monster of a piece, a lot of notes, and I think you'll be really impressed by their playing. So we're going to get started with that one. If you can make sure your cell phones are on silent, great to take pictures, videos, but we want to just hear this music this evening. And the toilets flush loudly, so if you can avoid that, that would also be great. So without further ado, here is the Fiddle Club with Ricketts Hornpipe. Next up is Daydream. This is a jazz ballad, so a little bit slower song. And the students, we voted, because they learned about 4 pieces from this jazz book that we have. We've done more in other years, but those were like our main ones. And they voted, and they really liked this jazz ballad, which I thought was really cool, a little bit slower of a piece, but they liked it. So we'll have some soloists on these next upcoming pieces. So let me get squared away here to tell you who they are. So we will have Cam Martin on the electric violin. We will have John Zinkowicz on his own, very own viola, and I will mic that. And then Eli Vanderberg is going to play on the electric viola at the end of the song. There's an ad-lib solo at the end, so he's going to play that. And let's have you guys hop over to the electrics also for this one. So we're going to have Anthony Perez on electric bass and Kate Steele on electric cello. We have Mr. Zach Ott on drum set for these next 2 pieces. He's joining us. And we'll get going in a sec here. Next up is Devious. And soloists for this one, we will have Eli Vanderberg, Cam Martin, and Elena Perez. I will give a couple of thank yous while we're switching out things here. So we thank our custodians for setting up all of our audience chairs this evening and getting this space ready for us to perform. Our administrators, Mrs. Heck is here, Grant Strobel, Dr. Gottinger, our school board members, and the elementary principals for supporting orchestra starting in 4th grade. Thanks to my colleagues Kim May and Amanda Krause who are here this evening. Pam Frazier, one of our orchestra assistants who's here. The elementary music teachers really help students to get started in the early years so that we can do this amazing stuff that these students are doing tonight. Also like to thank our LGMS teachers who are supervising, Mr. Duncan, Mrs. Moritz, and Mrs. Clevin. Thank you for being here. And Mr. Carl Werner, our high school orchestra teacher, who helps with elementary too. So many great people that make all of this happen. Next up, we are going to play Solito Lindo for you, Lovely Sky. Okay, so I would like to recognize all the students that are in Fiddle Club. I'm going to be giving them a award for participating this year again. Families, this also goes out to you. Thank you so much for getting them here. It's been just a really, really fun way to start the day. I always appreciate working with my fiddlers. So I'm just going to bring you guys a certificate and I'll just set it on your stand so you'll have it, okay? Because your hands are full with your instruments. So we have Anthony Perez on the bass, Kate Steele on cello, I'm trying to sway it over here. Okay, and our viola section, there's a bunch of violas, they're so mighty, I love it. We have John Zinkowicz on viola. Elena Perez on viola. Thomas Hickman on viola. Eli Vanderberg on viola. And Evelyn Garcia on viola. Viola power. Okay, and our violinists, Caitlin Connolly. Wang, Cameron Martin, and McKenna Schultz. I want to also recognize the 8th graders that have been in Fiddle Club the last 3 years. So Cameron, Kenna, Elena, and John and Caitlin have all been in for 3 years, and it's been really great to work with them, and we're definitely going to miss you guys. Next year, maybe you'll come back and join us. They've done a really awesome job, and as you can hear, are great leaders, which every group needs. It's cool the 6th graders get to just get started, but we need those strong leaders to keep it moving. So let's give a round of applause for the 8th graders. The students got to vote on a couple special awards for the 8th graders, so I will just read a few things that the students said about them and then give these awards out. So the first award is the Positive Polly or Positive Pete Award, and just somebody who's always in a good mood, ready for rehearsal. Some students said about this student, they are always talkative and keep us upbeat. They're always at Fiddle Club on time and ready to play. I feel like they deserve it because they're always uplifting to others. They are supportive and encouraging and always happy and have something positive and nice to say. So I'd like to give the Positive Polly Award to Cameron Martin. Next up is the Outstanding Soloist Award. Students said about this award winner, they should win Outstanding Soloist because they have very good vibrato. You will see a theme in this. Because they solo and their vibrato is amazing. They put their time in and have a beautiful sound. Their vibrato adds some spice to the music and makes me want to listen more. They played amazingly at the recital night. She plays beautifully and can tell works hard at achieving the goals. The Outstanding Soloist Award goes to Elena Perez. And the last award is just overall leadership in Fiddle Club. The students said these things about this student. I feel that they should get the overall outstanding Fiddle Club Leadership Award because they aren't afraid to solo. They're a great player and project themselves. They deserve this award because of hard work. They're confident, but not too confident, which is important when playing any instrument. They volunteer to do kickoffs and are just really have contagious enthusiasm. So Cameron Martin is our overall leadership award. We are going to close out with our last piece today, and we're going to have 2 5th grade cellists join us. Yay! They are. See, positive. Yes, they're very good, and I kind of strong-arm them into this, but they've been doing a great job. So Sophie Solverson and Abby Soul, come on up. I guess you need your cello. I love that. we will be seeing most all of you tomorrow night for our 6th, 7th, and 8th grade concerts. Woo woo. So thank you so much. It's been great to play in front of an audience. We've done recordings, but it's just not as fun. So thank you so much for being here, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Our last piece is Fiddle, Finger, Frenzy.